for sakes.
Nick? Oh, it's nice and warm in here.
Tony, what are you doing here?
Well, I just came here to help create episode 9.
Episode 9. That's right. You came very well done. Okay. So,
Now, first question is like,
yeah.
on this, have you gone like this yet? Like, is it like...
I have not. Yeah, that's actually one of the things we're gonna. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna put one of the backs on and clamp it down, and trim it. So to do that, the first thing we need to do, you may remember from last time, that this is to a radius. So this needs to be sanded using the radius dish so that it's the same radius.
Yeah.
All right. So we just do that by it just takes a bit of muscle work. It's good to be in shape and have some decent cardio and some upper body strength.
And a cup of coffee.
Definitely. Because it takes a little while and some patience, and it's okay if you stop and rest once in a while. I do. It was really fun this summer when I had 5 guitars to do one after the other. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but we don't want to just do this because this is pretty weak as it is. So we're going to put it back in the body form for some strength to reinforce it. Also, often what is the top and the bottom will matter. It'll start with the design of, which way you put the wood and how you book matched it. But as you may recall, we wrecked our good book matched wood, broke it, so I used leftover bits and they don't really match. So it doesn't really matter which is the top or bottom in this particular case. Normally it would, I would have it planned out, but in this case it's kind of stuck with what I have. And that's just what it is. So I've looked at them carefully and I don't have a preferred way for them to go, so.
So you're just going to make this flush with the top so you have... Oh, this is the side that you're going to
This is the
sand.
side I'm going to sand.
So you're leaving enough room.
Sticking out. That's right. Yeah, you want lots of room there. And then the inside clamp goes in there as well. And that'll hold it nice and tight and square. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, these are sticking the wrong way. Can't do it that way. I probably should have cut these off and shortened them, but I didn't, so there. So because of that, I have to take this out and do it again the other way around.
Right, there you go. It's good because, doing something like that made our watchers aware of certain things,
Yeah. Well, what it makes me aware, everybody has at least some tendency to be a bit lazy about things. And learning to do fine woodwork has decisively taught me that being lazy about things is always counterproductive. So if you take the time just to do it right, like if I just took the time to slice those off, which I absolutely should have done, I wouldn't have to have taken this extra time to flip it around. And it doesn't matter because I just do this as a hobby, but if you're in a production pipeline, you're trying to crack stuff up
It would
quickly,
matter.
It would matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is ready to go, almost. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we get the radius on the entire surface area. And when you just sand it, it's not easy to tell. So what I do, this is a pretty common technique, is just take a pencil and pencil mark it everywhere. And then when all the pencil marks are gone, you know you've got your full radius.
Right.
So because it's a radius, the ends are going to come off first and the middles will be last.
Yeah, that's good insight. Yeah, and graphic's a good thing to use because it doesn't interfere with the sandpaper.
Yeah. Yeah, like you wouldn't use a Sharpie or something because that it could stain the wood and it could stay, right? It could get into the wood. You don't want that. All right. First fuel up. Some people I've seen actually have they take this disc and they put it on a Lazy Susan and drive it from the bottom and it actually spins, which I think is awesome. I'm gonna probably make one of those one day. So you can see we've taken up to here off, and down here you can see where we've taken it off, and you can see some of the so it's missing up to here and up to here.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, right?
So by the time all of the marks disappear, you'll be good.
You'll have the perfect radius.
Yeah. You're doing guitars, you have to have a bigger radius, though. Obviously, this one's built for the small.
Look over there, next to the CNC, you can see some of the big
yes.
ones. Yeah.
Ding.
All right, there we go. Nice.
That's nice.
So
That's so beautiful, it makes me want to cry.
this is going to go on the body. I'll just show you with the other body. It's going to go on the body like that, and you can see that the braces actually butt into the lining. So we're going to notch the lining out to fit the braces so they sit on top of the wall. But we don't want the notch to be that deep, so we're going to carve these down a little flatter at the bottom.
And make scalloped potatoes.
We're going to scallop them, that's right. Scalloped po bracing. First, start with a freshly sharpened chrome vanadium chisel from Lee Valley
I was
Tools.
just going to say.
And we'll just gently start to scallop these.
Now, here's a question. I've noticed that you use your chisel with the blade down as it is.
Yeah, so this is called bevel up.
Bevel
This is
up,
the bevel.
but bevel down, I found that because I have these tools at home too, and I carve wood, and I often use bevel down.
Yeah, well, both are valid for different purposes. So the initial carve that I took off was just a straight line. So that's fine for that, but if you're doing curves like this, yeah, you want the bevel down for sure, because then you can scoop with it, right?
Yeah. I found that bevel down doesn't give me as much accuracy if I wanted it. I can control the chisel better, but that's what, as you said, that doing certain things, right?
Yeah. A lot of value in having a nice sharp chisel.
Did you sharpen your chisel last night, getting it all ready?
Yep. I sharpen my chisels regularly because a sharp chisel is easier to use.
It's also a joy.
It's a lot more fun, that's true.
You saving those chips for Tim's salmon?
No. These are spruce chips. Tim likes hardwood.
Yeah, you just mix them in, does it matter?
He'd never know.
Yeah.
Except that he watches our videos, so now he'll know.
Oh,
You know, usually this is the really fun part, but being videoed doing it is kind of stressing me out.
Why?
Because I'm being videoed doing it. And then everyone on the internet's going to look and criticize my technique.
Oh.
Because I'm not a master.
Well, you've already declared that you aren't.
Yeah. So chill out, internet.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, man.
Yeah. Okay, that's 3.
One side. And so this is just the rough shaping. There's quite a bit more to do after this.
Right. Okay, so now your scallops are scallops?
They're not done. They're just the rough shaping. They have a lot more to do.
Right. But you're pushing that down and it's why is it doing that? It's like, why isn't it
Why is it
already-
staying straight?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so these braces are keeping it round this way.
Yeah.
But there's currently nothing keeping it round this way. That'll happen when we put it on the body and glue it down.
I see.
Right?
So basically, when you're pushing it down, that's just laterally. What would you call that? This way.
Lengthwise.
But this way,
It's already round.
It's already round.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
You see the roundness
Yeah.
that way?
Yeah.
So this is little instrument makers playing, and it's for getting into small places.
Lee Valley.
Also from Lee Valley. It's a really nice little plane.
And why are you taking the edge off like that?
Well, the goal here is to make this brace as light as possible without losing strength. Because the lighter it is, the more resonant the instrument will be. So this is actually much more important on the soundboard than it is on the back. I'll show you what I mean. When I'm doing the soundboard, I'll be tapping it, doing tap tests. You can hear a bit of tone in there, right?
Yep.
You getting that?
Yep.
So it wants to resonate, but this is a hardwood, it's denser, so it's not going to resonate very much. Really, honestly, the primary purpose of the back and sides is to reflect the sound outwards. It's the box that makes the sound go out instead of behind you. So it helps increase the volume of the instrument. And it does resonate, and it does contribute to the resonant sound, but it's not super resonant. Okay, now let's listen to one of the soundboards. So this is a softwood, this is cedar.
It really rings.
It rings. It wants to make music. You can hear it.
It's actually a tone.
Yeah.
It's actually a note.
Yeah.
I could get my my tuner out and we could figure out what note it is.
Yeah. Now it's going to tighten up a little bit when we put the internal bracing, the bracing on the bottom of this. But you can hear there's a lot more volume, there's a lot more resonance, and there's a really more open tone to it.
Yeah.
Because it's much less dense.
Yeah. You're taking quite a lot off with the little
Yeah.
plane. And then you re-scallop them again.
Yeah. Because you want the end to be, because I peak them, right? But you want the ends to be flat where they go into the slots.
Yeah. You don't have to match very much.
No.
That was what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But each of these notches are going to be custom cut for that. You didn't make them up exact, right? This one's a little bit thicker than this one.
So what I'll do is I'll mark them, and then I'll start cutting them down, and I'll fit, and I'll adjust, and you just take your time with it. Yeah. I mean, factories have machines that just go psst, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, it's the same cut.
I'm not a factory.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, these are like hand built with love and care and pride.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing there. Same as like when I'm in the kitchen cooking away, like, you know, I do certain things. I'm an old school cook, so I do things that younger cooks probably just question, it, like why? Why would you do that when you can do this instead? You know?
Sometimes the answer is just because I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, because I wanted to. That's how I was trained. And that's how I do it. And it's not slower or anything. It's not as if that's an issue, you know?
So you remember this one? I accidentally cut the notch in the top, and you can see that it's all gone now.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's vacuum this stuff up.
Yeah, vacuum up it.
No chips for Tim.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking goodbye, little chips.
Goodbye, little chips.
I anthropomorphize everything.
I'm gonna put my chisel away because otherwise it could get knocked onto the floor and chip the bevel, and that would annoy me.
And things like that do happen here. Like
No, nothing like that has ever happened in my shop.
at least once every episode.
Okay. I'm just gonna pop this out to mark it. Actually, I can mark it with the template.
Yeah, you can.
So the first thing I can do is check these with the template to see if they actually line up properly, which they do pretty good. Pretty good, pretty close. Oh, look, this back one is just off slightly. And that's not a terrible deal. I wish it wasn't, but it looks like it got slanted a little bit in the clamping process. These other ones look nice and straight. You can see how well they line up.
Yeah.
So this one's just a little bit down here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tilted.
A
This
wee
way. Just a
bit.
wee bit. But yeah. So I'm going to start by marking with the template. Make sure to get this properly centered. There we go. Okay. And we know that they go straight across, so I will use a straight edge. This is actually a sheet metal bender. Remember these things?
I do remember those things. Freezing our fingers off
Yes.
3 days before Christmas.
And crawl spaces. All right. Okay, so let's see.
You're gonna cut your head open.
Don't judge my coping mechanisms.
You poke your eye out.
That's true. What's that kid's name? Ralphie. I am Ralphie. 100%.
It's an excellent movie.
It is a great movie.
It was a Christmas movie.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
It's required reading from my household. My kids don't like it.
Oh?
Well, because I guess because of the bullying and the meanness, and you know, it's of an era, that's for sure.
That'll be your clamp.
Yeah, the Tony clamp
In shining armor.
coming to your emotional rescue. What a fine Arab Georgia. Another very well sharpened chrome vanadium
This is a different
chisel
one. A different.
from Lee Valley Tools. This is a different one. This is smaller.
Yeah.
This is a 6mm chisel,
Yes.
which is perfect for these things.
Just like a soul.
Just like a soul.
That's all you need to do. It doesn't have to be pretty.
Oh no, they'll be pretty.
Oh, okay.
It does need to be pretty.
Well, because it's on the inside of the guitar, though.
Craftsmanship is an attitude.
Yeah. I agree.
So yes, it has to be pretty in the end. All right, so now we see if it fits at all.
Snap. Snap.
Wow, that's surprising.
Should just snap.
It does almost fit perfectly.
Almost.
I just have to adjust this. I mean, the depths aren't quite perfect yet, but I always start with a lower depth, right? And not deep enough. Because you don't want to go too deep. So a little bit off here. A little bit more. And a tiny little bit off here. Look at that.
Snap.
Snaps right into place. Now I
Snap.
just got to get the depths right. So this side isn't quite deep enough. Oops. That actually won't matter because we're going to be cutting a binding channel. So normally I would grab some glue and quickly glue that back on, but it doesn't matter.
Things you don't like to hear in the
Like,
in the
oops,
operating room.
crap.
Oops.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Oops.
Yeah, but then the surgeon goes, nah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. He can live without that. He doesn't need that. Or where's that extra sponge? Okay, so you tell me if those fit.
Yep, they fit. I heard them fit.
scallop needs to come down a little bit.
This is what you're talking about. A little here, a little there.
That's right. Just take your time. Where did I put the little...
Three.
There it is. Which one did I say? This one?
This one, isn't it?
Now I don't remember. Yeah, this one.
Alrighty then.
Better.
Yep.
Yep, so those three all appear to fit. No, this one doesn't quite. Yeah. There's a little lip here holding it up. So you don't want to rush through this bit because you want it to fit very, very well.
It's me that's being impatient.
Are you? You're like, hurry up. Great. Great. All right, look at that.
Beautiful.
So that side fits well.
So nice.
And now for this side. Okay, so while you were urinating, I
knew you were going to say
I
that.
did the final adjustments, and it was a really nice tight fit on both sides. So now we've got to grab some clamps and clamp it and glue it, and then leave it for an hour, and then we're going to come back and trim it, and then we're going to be like, oh.
Like the bright lights are going to suddenly come from the heavens.
Exactly. So we need some special clamps for this. It's always about the clamps.
Looky there.
So these are custom-made guitar clamps, and they cost like 25 bucks a pop. And I found that despicable because all they are is a bolt and a knob and some wood and a bit of felt.
So you made your own.
So I took one of Dad's apple trees and I put it on my CNC and carved it into a cylinder and chopped it up and put on some felt I had lying around. And the hardware cost me about $3 a unit. So I made the rest of these clamps for about $3 each.
So they look exactly like the ones that you would buy.
They're better.
Oh, this is the one you would buy.
This is the one you buy, and this is the one that I
Oh,
made.
so you bought one so you could fasten the
I
other
actually
ones.
got these for, I don't know, Christmas or a birthday or something.
Oh, okay.
And I looked at them and went,
Smart.
that's ridiculously simple.
Yeah.
But I definitely need more because you have to go all the way around the body.
Yeah.
And being the cheap bastard that I am, I just didn't want to.
Well, not cheap, frugal,
Frugal, yeah.
like Dad taught us.
Well, less of a consumer, right?
Yeah, that too.
Plus, making your own tools is really fun, and also
Yeah.
you can customize them for what you need. So
Exactly.
mine are a little wider, which means they can reach a little farther. I prefer them. I actually don't use these ones very often, unless I run out. Okay, glue. Glue and a brush and a cat food container.
Again.
Again.
Never use your teeth.
That's your mother speaking. She would be 100 this November.
Yes, that's true. November 3rd.
I'm thinking about going and doing Indigenous Sweat Lodge in November.
I know where there's one.
Do you?
Yes. Phoenix House in Surrey.
Oh. Well, I'm speaking to people at a different one right now.
But you have one in mind.
I do have one in mind that, you know, as a Caucasian descendant of settlers, I've long wanted to learn more about Indigenous culture in this country, and it feels awkward to do because,
Yeah.
I mean, these people were wrong, right? And you feel like a interloper. But the culture is so cool, and I'd love to like get involved with Indigenous artists, maybe in the making of guitars or whatever. And I just want to learn more about culture, for one thing.
In my
And
profession,
I've been really nervous about doing it, and so I think I'm just gonna suck it up and be a man and
yeah.
go
I-
and learn.
I was going to say in my profession, because of the nature of my profession in cooking in recovery-based places,
Yeah.
is that I have learned by osmosis, I suppose, if you want to use that word, much more about culture than I ever expected that I would ever know,
That makes sense.
you know. So, and it's been,
Oh crap.
what happened?
I forgot to chop off the ends of this brace, this patch, because they're going to hold the ends up. So they've got to come off. And my glue is, fortunately, I have slow set glue.
But
And I
ideally, it
completely
would be
forgot
good to do that first.
It would have. I should have totally done this first, and I didn't. Dang it.
But
So now I'm in a bit of a hurry because my glue is setting.
yes. But you know, if worst came to worst, you can always wipe it off and then
That's
apply
true.
it.
Yes, I absolutely could do that. And I'm afraid this is going to come out ugly. That's my main concern.
No, it won't. It'll be beautiful. Have faith. Faith is stronger than hope.
Hope doesn't deliver.
Nope, faith does. That's been my lesson last week, actually, for the week. That's been my weekly lesson. On hope and faith.
This one actually comes down to about here.
Kind of like, you know, like I've got this like excellent topping that I make for my muffins. That it's a very simple recipe. So I make the topping with every intention of putting them on the muffins after I put the muffin mix into the muffin container trays before and I put them in the oven, and halfway through baking I go, oh, I forgot to put the topping on. And I went to
All that trouble.
all that trouble to make the topping, and I didn't use it. But they love them anyway.
Okay, that should do the trick. I gotta get the glue on.
So now, where were we?
Where were we? Get the buddy glue on. I said, did you know that a gluon is a kind of particle?
A gluon.
Yeah. In physics.
I believe that. I have no reason not to believe it.
I could be making it up.
You could be, but, you know, I believe you.
All right. That was stressful.
And then those go on just like so.
It's almost like it was planned that way.
Well, it was kind of.
Could just be a happy accident.
Sometimes there is.
A happy accident?
Happy accidents happen all the time.
They happen.
So I noticed that you're kind of like not getting that right on the edge there. Is that what you want?
Yeah, it's not quite going in all the way. I'm trying to get it in there.
Right on the very edge though, right?
Yeah, you
That's
can
what
see
you
the
want?
divots I made to get the plants in closer, but possibly I didn't make them deep enough. That's
Oh,
okay. That's
that's
okay.
okay.
It's okay.
That's what those are
I
for.
have ways. That's what those are for. That's right.
Interesting.
I know. It's almost like somebody thought about this
Yeah. Or learn by trial and error.
or that. Could it be?
Yes, it could. Smells like a truck inside the shop here.
It does. It's not supposed to.
Okay. One more. One more?
Probably more than that.
That's it?
No. Just gotta kind of go around. Gotta get something on the end here. That's not gonna fit. So. It's one of these.
You don't need any of these anymore?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
Dang it.
wheel fell off.
Yeah.
You sort of torque them, right?
Yeah.
One, another, and another, and another.
This one came off. And I need something right here.
Mise en place, that's what that is. Everything is in its place. Everything within reach, the way you want it, like just like my kitchen. And carefully inspecting it because once it's glued, it's glued.
Yeah. I'm looking for squeeze out and I'm not seeing a lot and that's giving me a little, I'm seeing some. That's giving me a bit of concern. Oh, this one fell off. Let's try a bigger one. It's a little bigger. All right.
Someone may ask if they came into this late, what is that?
What is that?
What kind of contraption is
Obviously,
that?
it's a ukulele. Cool, though, eh? Okay, so
Looks like something Leonardo da Vinci invented and it didn't work.
Don't be judging Leonardo, man. He's a genius.
What's the matter for you?
Yeah, exactly. He's an Italian genius. I bet he knew his food. Okay, now it's coffee time.
Now we wait about an hour. 47 cups of coffee later.
Yes. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Now take them all off again. I love these clamps. The reason I love these clamps is because, well, first of all, they're really good clamps for exactly what I'm doing, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is that I made them out of a tree that my father grew.
Our Father,
Your father, too. Also Tim's
who art
father,
in
and
heaven.
Bruce's father. Huh? Who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Okay. Jorgies, the best clamps in the universe. And they have to go in their size. You notice my Jorgensen clamps are all organized by size.
Yes.
Because I'm anal that way. And you notice that the back handle is always on the right hand side.
Because you take them down to use them a certain way.
Also, because if I take them down that way, then I know which way to open them and which way to close them. If they're the other way, then it's opposite and it gets confusing. So I've taken to always putting my back handle on the right hand side, so it's really quick to use them. It's just a weird.
And you know the thing with my kitchen is I have to share my kitchen with other cooks.
Yeah.
So I can't have that sort of thing. Otherwise, if it was just my kitchen, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I try to have things that are all organized in the same manner, but it's not that easy.
This is my kitchen. Alrighty, so let us take it out. This will be the last time we use this clamp on the inside. Or at least for this one. I have to do it for the other one as well. Ready to play. No. Ready to trim though. So yeah, that looks all nice and tight. All the way around. And you can see the curvature this way now. Both ways.
Yeah.
So now it's got a beautiful, really attractive radius on the back.
Yeah.
So the next thing is just to trim this stuff off. That's the last thing we're going to do today. And for that, we need this.
You mean it's the next thing we're going to do, but it's the last thing we're going to do in this episode.
That's right. And we need a trimming bit. So what this is called a flush trim bit. It's got this bearing here, And the bearing will run along the wall to make sure that we cut this flush right to the wall.
Yeah.
It's one of the most common rotor bits.
Is that,
There we go.
11/16?
I don't know. Who knows?
Looks like it.
Alrighty. Should be plenty. That's actually way more than enough. Alright. Now this isn't going to cut it perfectly flush, and the reason is because this is curved. If it was perfectly flat, it would cut it perfectly flush.
Yeah.
But it's curved, which means it's going to, in some places, it's going to stick out a little bit. That's
Yeah.
fine. We'll trim that later.
Yeah, totally. I get that. Oh, this is a good place for you to stand.
Yep. Need some glasses. Making some noise. Ready? Ready?
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Looky there. That's a beaut.
Pretty straightforward, don't you think?
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to get into is the soundboard. So we have to sand this on a flat surface because I'm going to make the soundboard flat. The reason not everybody does flat soundboards. Some people like to put a smaller radius in the soundboard. Smaller than, like, usually there's a significant visible radius and then a small one in the front. And there are various reasons to do that. A bit of a radius gives the soundboard a little bit of strength. So a little bit of mechanical strength if you bend it a bit on the bracing. But it also tightens the soundboard, which means it's going to reduce the resonance. So I'm going to use a flat board with bracing underneath. And I'm also not going to have pegs in the bridge. I'm actually going to use the tailpiece on this, and because when you put pegs in the bridge, that puts torque on the soundboard, which also tightens it up and reduces the resonance. So I prefer to run my strings off of a trapeze tailpiece off the back, so that where the bridge is, that's the primary vibration point, and
Yeah.
it's not, not hung up on torque and bend and
Yeah.
those things that put additional forces into the soundboard. So I think that makes it more resonant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So what we have to do next is we have to put a slot in here to stitch this.
Mm.
And then we have to cut the sound hole and a space for the rosette and cut out the basic shape. And then we'll be ready to make the bracing for this. So that's what we're gonna do next time. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like. It's important to the algorithms that you hit the like button, and that'll mean that you'll get a feed of when we do more stuff. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, if you subscribe, you'll get notified when we put up new videos. And what am I missing? Like, subscribe, share. If you know of anybody else who might be interested in watching us make our weird shit, share. By all means, share. Like, subscribe, share. Oh yeah, and apparently there's a little bell down below that'll alert you, an alert button. I don't know. I don't know these YouTube things. I'm just learning. So, any last remarks, Tony?
Yeah, well, you know, it's this is like so insightful. It's like a pleasure watching something like this being built. It's amazing, and I can't wait to see the rest of it on our next episode.
I can't wait to play it. That'll be fun.
And play it like my dog has fleas.
Yeah, we'll have two so we can play them together.
Right.
We'll jam.
Yeah. We'll
All
do
right.
that, and we're going to do that.
Have
Maybe,
fun.
like, you know, I mean, that'll be like, we'll be going to Lee Valley before that, though.
Hopefully, I
Yeah.
sent them a letter asking them if they will let us.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
Right on.
Okay.
Can't
Live long
wait.
and prosper.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.